y'all. Welcome to another episode of
Oodles of Broodles.
Today we're doing something a little different. This is my first video from my new home in Henderson, Nevada, and while we've been here this past 2 months or so, I've been checking out some of the record stores around here. So there was one in particular I wanted to talk about. I just visited it this past weekend, and that particular store is Primitive Recordings. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Primitive Recordings, it is owned and operated by Roger Boujard, who is the guitarist and sometimes live drummer for the band Mortician. Mortician is a band that I freaking love. You might recall my 25-year anniversary video I did for House by the Cemetery here recently. Well, I guess it's been several months ago now, but regardless of the fact. And if you follow my blog at all, THKD, you'll know that I've written about Mortician a couple times on there. Just kind of a general piece on their music and things I enjoy about it. And then I also did a Mortician 101 mixtape for those who might not be familiar with the band to try and get into them. Mortician is a very unique death metal band, one of the first death metal bands I gravitated towards. When I was first getting into death metal, I discovered them, and nobody else sounds like Mortician, so they immediately stood out for me, and a band I've enjoyed ever since. So I was super stoked to check out Primitive Recordings, and it lived up to my expectations, I have to say. It was a really awesome experience, getting to meet Roger, getting to check out his store, getting to pick out some sweet Mortician swag was very cool experience for me. And this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, show off the things I bought. Now, I will say that for this video, just so it's not ridiculously long, I'm only going to show off the Mortician stuff I bought. I bought some other things too. They have a great selection of CDs and vinyl and flags and all kinds of stuff, not just Mortician stuff. So, go there to grab all the Mortician stuff, but also know that there's a whole other slew of things you can buy there as well. Not only do they have CDs and tapes and vinyl and metal stuff, they also have a bunch of toys and such. If you're a collector, it's a great place to go. They have the place just jam-packed with stuff. It's a small space, but they have it just packed with all kinds of cool stuff. I don't collect toys anymore, but if I did, I would definitely be swinging in there to grab some of that stuff as well. But again, I just am going to show off the Mortician stuff I picked up because that was the big draw for me of going there. First up, I have to show off what I am wearing. It is a Zombie Apocalypse shirt that I picked up there. This has a great colorful print on it. It fits really well. It's comfy. It looks awesome. Very excited to have a Zombie Apocalypse shirt in my collection. Sorry, this isn't the best way to show it off, but you get the idea. That was the first item I grabbed. The next item I grabbed was another shirt, and I was very excited to get this House by the Cemetery shirt in white. As I said here recently on my Instagram,
when you move to the goddamn desert and you're a metalhead, you gotta step up your non-black t-shirt game.
So I've been slowly but surely trying to grab some shirts in other colors just so when I go out and do stuff outside, I'm not ungodly hot all the time, or at least I'm less ungodly hot than I would be if I was wearing all black. So I was super stoked to grab this. It's a sweet print. I think it looks really cool on the white t-shirt. Yeah, very stoked to have a Mortician shirt that isn't black to go in my collection as well. And again, for these hot days out here in Nevada, I think it'll be great for that. The next thing is actually something my wife picked out for me. While I was looking at CDs, she was looking at the flags, and she found this one. I probably am not going to be able to get all this on the screen here, but it is a Domain of Death flag, and it looks super awesome, great quality. It's got the little ringlets in it, which I'm super psyched about, because some of the flags I've had in the past did not have the ringlets. And so as soon as you put nails through them, it jacks them up in the corners. But this is exactly the one I would have picked out. I love this album cover, so just goes to show you that my wife is on the exact same wavelength as I am. She picked out by far easily the one I would have chosen as well. I just love that cover. Domain of Death is one of my favorite Mortician albums, so very stoked to have a flag of this. I am going to be hanging it up here in my room shortly. I think it's going to look really cool on my wall. Again, this is great quality. The print on it is awesome. yeah, very happy with this as well. A couple more things I grabbed here real quick. I picked up Zombie Massacre Live. I'm pretty sure this is the only Mortician CD I don't have. I'm going to have to go back and check and make sure. This is just a great raw live recording. It's got a ton of tracks on it, 37 tracks worth of Mortician. It's got a nice raw live sound to it. The cover art's really cool. If you can see, it's got Zombie Will and Roger there terrorizing the audience. So this was definitely cool to pick up again. I'm pretty sure it's the only CD of theirs that I didn't have. So obviously super stoked to get my hands on this. Again, that's Zombie Massacre Live. The band released it on their own, Mortician Records, with distribution by Crash. So there's the back cover. Very cool to check out. And speaking of live Mortician, I also grabbed this Ghoulish Gigs DVD. I have not watched it yet, but I'm super stoked to watch it. The only time I saw Mortician live was back when they were touring for Domain of Death, and that was obviously hundreds of years ago because I'm old. I'm hoping I get to see them again someday. But in the meantime, I'll be happy to check this out. It's got tracks from 2 different shows at the Whiskey, 2001 and 2002, and then it also has some bonus videos, and I'm not sure if those are like music videos that they did or if those are actual more live stuff. I am not too sure. This was also a Mortician Records release. Looking forward to popping this in. I'll probably grab a couple beers and watch it this weekend on my big-ass TV. Very excited for that as well. So that was the Mortician stuff I picked up, and then Roger was also nice enough to let me pick out a couple free buttons. So I grabbed a Zombie Apocalypse button, and then this dude on a button as well, and I'll probably stick these on my hoodie. Super cool to get some buttons as well. That was all the Mortician stuff I picked up. I think I had a pretty good haul here. 2 shirts, a DVD, a CD, a flag, and some buttons. I think I did pretty well for myself. Again, I grabbed some other stuff as well, but again, I don't want this video to be ridiculously long with me showing off every single thing I bought. Just wanted to give you guys a taste of what Primitive Recordings has to offer. If you're ever in the Las Vegas area or you live in the Las Vegas area, definitely go check out this store. They have a great selection, a ton of stuff crammed into a tiny little place. Roger was super nice, and there's another gentleman there whose name escapes me, but he was also super nice. So you'll get great customer service if you go, and they're just kind of getting started with the store. They're just warming up, so now's a good time to get in on the ground floor and become a regular customer. I'm hoping to go back in the near future, and I hope you guys check it out as well. Again, that's Primitive Recordings out here in Las Vegas. Definitely go check those guys out and spend a bunch of money. And if you're not nearby, they have a website, and I'm pretty sure everything that they have in the store is on the website, plus I think probably even a little more. So that does it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Check out Primitive Recordings if you ever get a chance.
Peace.